It's the Archivist, y'all, exclusively interviewing Potluck, straight out of Humboldt County. What's happening? Up in Western Canada. And who is Potluck?
Underrated, 1 ton, Potluck, Humboldt County, California. That's a crew. Too deep, too strong. Started way deeper, but 2 survivals.
2 stoners, been rapping for a little bit of time now, traveling around, trying to spread the word. Here it is.
That's a new business. Know about it.
The potluck of ideas, making music your whole life from 4 turntables in the nightclub.
Oh, you know, it's about 4 turntables. Yeah, we started as DJs, doing 4 turntables. We was rocking clubs. We was selling out clubs in Humboldt. We was rocking house parties. Like, that was our thing. We never thought we'd rap at all, actually. Be behind the scenes our whole life. That's what we wanted. Then we started making beats, and then he made me rap.
True story, made him rap.
We're here.
And then Humboldt County.
I said, where did you get that? Where you get that? Humboldt County High. Where did you get that?
Humboldt County High from the year, what, 2001 or something?
What can you tell us about the album?
This one here?
Yeah.
I forgot about the album. It's so long ago. I don't have no idea.
Classic, though.
Yeah. No, this is when we...
Sold more than like 6,000 records? Or
yeah, I think we're more like...
last 6 months? Like right when you guys dropped it?
Yeah, it did good at the beginning in Humboldt. It was selling more than all the mainstream stuff at that time. So we were proud of it.
That record sold more than the first Eminem record in Humboldt County for like 3 months straight. That was crazy.
So yeah, this started it, and then people started liking it, so we kept it going. Well, you know, and here we are.
And then the Lost Coast Collective, and being with Subnoise, your best experience with them?
Best experience with Subnoise.
I mean, just signing a deal and having a deal. Like, you know, all we did is grow weed and rap. So like when someone actually comes, they want to invest money in you and put you on and try to get your record out there. That was like just that experience alone is, you know.
Just to put us to that next level.
Yeah. And what can you tell us about the Fields?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Fields. The Fields, man. They're getting bigger and bigger and going crazier and crazier as the weed gets more and more legal.
And as you know, as the prices go down, you know, the price cuts in half. That means you got to grow double.
Or triple. Or quadruple.
Yeah.
What's the biggest crop you guys have been in or around, or the most weed ever around?
Just fields and miles of it, so it's hard to really, I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It'd be hard to put a number on it.
And then the record, Harvest Time.
Yeah.
Let us know about the Harvest Time record.
Harvest Time was cool. I feel like that was when we got to a level of where I was proud of it at that point, because I felt like it was actually, you know, could hit people that respected hip hop in general. Before that, it was cool, but it was kind of like cool to friends and local. But for Harvest Time, I liked it. Like, I'd play it for anybody.
And then the classic, straight out of Humboldt.
Yeah. That was our first Subnoise one?
That was our first Subnoise one.
That was fun because I was on the label at the time, and so we got, you know, more people checking that one out.
Yeah,
so that was dope.
That one charted on Billboard chart, the Heat Seekers chart, so that was cool to see your name on there for the first time. Also was, it was on Harvest Time too, but we put it on that one because that was our first major release. But doing a song with 40, you know, like growing up, being a big dude, like he was the man, you know, like he was the first big dude to rap and still be cool, not be like a joke like the Fat Boys or like a gimmick like Heavy D in a suit and dance around. He was like, yo, you know, I'm just, you know, I'm a normal nigga from the block and I'm just rapping on some real shit. And I got game. And so to me, to do a song with him at that time that's a big thing, that record.
And then into Pipe Dreams, you guys have had Billboard Heat Seekers from the chart number 30. And you guys started from the campaign, story from the ground up.
Pipe Dreams was just the next thing. I mean, we just kept trying to get better. That's our thing. We just try to keep getting better and stay relevant with everybody else and kind of study everyone else's music and, you know, do their thing. And we just pops into interviews. It's great around here.
You talk, I'll smoke.
See how he did that to me? He does it all the time. He bullies me everywhere we go. It's cool though.
Debo.
It's fine.
And tell us about some of the strains that you guys like and prefer.
We have something great to tell you about strains.
This is what we'll tell you about strains.
Strains don't matter as much as you might think.
The farmer matters more.
Sorry.
Farmer first.
Sorry.
Strain second.
Sorry.
How you feel about Van City's weed we got right now for y'all?
This is what I'll say.
Is this it here?
That's what I brought y'all.
Oh.
I smoked it. It got my head right, I will say. Their version of Kush did get my head right. And I will say, though, just to keep it 100, like BC Bud at a time in our lives was a joke. Like, straight up. Like, BC was half the price. It was a joke. But they have stepped their game up. And now they got some fire. Now, over the years, they've stepped their game up. And now BC got some fire.
The thing is, everything over here on the West Coast is just that much better than everything else. That's just how it is.
And then Rhymes and Resin, you guys did more than 35 shows. And then you guys did the Dank Alumni Experience, Pothead Music Volume 1. Let's know about some of these projects.
Well, the Rhymes and Resin, that was our last record that we dropped on Sub Noise.
Yep.
That's the most current one that you can go and, you know, get it Best Buy or wherever, or order online. That's like our official one. And the Dank Alumni Experience, Dank Alumni always been the crew, you know. Potluck, Absolute on End, Garth Cultivator. Just from Jumpstart, we always made music together and just, you know, growing weed, slanging weed, real weed living, you know. And so we had to, as we progressed and got some more credit, was able to like put some more of our people on. We want to do a group project, so we put that record out.
And you guys been lifted for a hot minute. You guys have any trips or the most you've ever smoked?
We just smoke pretty much all the time. When it comes to music, just I don't know if I can make music or write a rap or make a beat without smoking weed. I have before, but I feel like I don't know if it was good. But every time I get high, it sounds great. Maybe it's not even good the whole time. Shit. I'd better just keep smoking and everything works out.
Excellent. And you guys did a collab with Living Legends on the Harvest Time? That's major.
Yeah, they were some of the first people to take us out to do shows with them. Living Legends, like, basically invented underground hip-hop, damn near. Mystic Journeyman, Sunspot Jones. Lucky I Am, going to other countries, just on their backpack, getting out CDs. Kind of just laid a roadmap. And also being from Cali, took us out, man, showed us about the instant replay. You know, some things that we do in our live show about controlling the crowd and different things like that we still do, are like lessons that we learned from them, lessons they taught us. So, always respected them.
What was the most units you guys sold on a record? Like the biggest records that you had?
I don't know. What the last three? It seems like they all around the same, huh?
Really, the one that sold the most still to this day, just because we sold so many of them, and we've had them the whole time, has been the first one, because we sold like 20,000 of those before we ever sound scanned a unit. So, but I mean, the sound scan, our latest one, it's always whatever the latest one you put out always sells the most.
Excellent. And music videos: West Coast Chopper, Hotbox Anthem, Real Weed Livin', Stoner Bitch with Cottonmouth Kings, Vapors, over 7 million, World Star Hip Hop. That's major.
Yeah, it seems like videos is the thing nowadays. If you come out with the music, I mean, that's cool and all, but people want to see videos now. That's what matters. So to have some videos that have some traction is cool, you know, because that's what matters, it seems like these days.
And how was the collaboration with the homegirl Whitney Payton?
Dub P! She's whack.
Dub P, I'm going to drink a big cup of bubble tea just for you.
Just kidding, Dub P, you're pretty cool.
Dub P's
oh, she signed it for you?
And I got Spice One on there too.
Spice
yeah, speaking of Spice.
Yes, sir.
I learned.
Tell him the truth. Tell him the truth. Come out with it now. He said Spice One. Come out with it now.
Spice One is the dude for the kind of learned from like how to rap fast, like flip words like that, just from back whenever he came out, early '90s, I guess it was. So I'll always love. Every time I see Spice One, I want to hear him. He's the man.
And lately, you guys did I'm a Gamer, Super Hot, and Let's Take a Ride featuring
Ritz.
What We Are with Tech 9. Classic.
Yeah, man, those are fun ones for sure because they're so, Tech 9 is so dope and Ritz is so dope too, so it's like, it's cool to do songs with them, you know. What I like about them too is when we do the songs, they both kind of put their, heart into the song, which made the song be awesome.
And then more collabs from Mr. Fab, Murs, Charlie Tuna. You guys have the Loonies on there. Glasses Malone, Kung Fu Vampire, Tech 9, Equipto. Worked with Twisted, Ari the Rugged Man, Chris Calico. Like, you guys are moving.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? That sounds like a lot.
A lot of people,
E40, Lloyd Banks.
a lot of people fuck with some stoners from Humboldt County.
Yeah, that's a good thing, I guess. That's awesome.
What was one of your most magical sessions in the studio doing collabs? Anybody come to mind?
Magical session in the studio.
Let me see the list again. I don't remember now. Like, you said a few, but
There you go.
I remember the Twisted one was really cool. We went to their spot in Detroit. And
Yeah, that was cool to see that.
They
Just
went.
to see
They were
their
like, "Here's the
compound.
song," and they just wrote it real quick and rapped, and it came out super dope. I was like, okay.
They're the Psychopathic Records and where they record at their studio out there, just to see, just because, you know, the whole Juggalo movement and scene. It was crazy to see how they internally in their offices and their studios put their whole thing together. How they rocked their security. How they had just different like fan letters always just laid out on the ground in front of the offices. Like every day there'd be new just shrines of stuff built and just crazy things that they was just, and being involved and hearing their stories and just seeing the whole thing was like, it's different. You know, there's how many studios, I mean, you go in every studio is smoking weed, with normal things that happen in a normal studio, that's all. So then when you've been in a lot of those studios, that's, you just expect that. But to see that was just so different. It's like to be that combined with the studio.
And one of your biggest moves, you guys, together as the Dangerous Duo, Potluck.
Dangerous. Yeah. I feel like they just kind of go like this. There's no real I feel like we just steadily kind of keep doing it and keep getting a little next step. I don't know. I don't even know what the biggest one would be, really.
As a group, I can't really qualify one as big as, like you said, stepped up. But I talked earlier about what I felt, you know,
what is it?
Doing a song with 40, me personally, for my thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Those kind of things happen. Like, there's just different things. Like, the Tech one was crazy, 40 was crazy. I don't know. Just all of them, they're all... Just to be able to do songs with people that are respected in the industry like that, to me, is just, it's every time it's, you know, just as good as the last time for it.
And then opening, Snoop, Ice Cube, Too Short, Busta Rhymes, Exhibit, Atmosphere.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes is a murderer on stage.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen him, I don't know.
He murders microphones.
And
Snoop came to the Harvest Ball.
Snoop came to Humboldt. And,
hey, this is real. This is a real Snoop story. Real story. He flew to Humboldt. We did a harvest party, like sold out, and $100 tickets sold out, like 3,000 kids or something. He said, "Hey, I came on a private jet, Humboldt. I'd have heard about you. Throw all your weed up here on stage. We smoking big. And then about 5 songs in, he said, "Oh, hold on, stop throwing weed. We got too much.
There's too much weed.
I'll go to jail for the rest of my life. Stop throwing weed on." They was throwing like colas this big. He was waving them just like packs. It was. When he thought he told Humboldt to throw weed on stage, he must have suspected it would have been a lighter amount than what really happened. So that was good for them because Snoop is a famous stoner, so it was good for Humboldt to represent for Humboldt.
Because Humboldt has nothing except weed and, you know, people getting along hippie stuff. But the weed for Humboldt is crazy. And the funniest part about that is that the local newspaper put that in there the next day, like, with Snoop on the cover, and wrote, "Snoop Dogg says, don't throw any more weed." Like, we were proud that we had Snoop Dogg say we don't want weed. So
yeah,
that was pretty tight.
There you go.
And tours, Paid Dues, Gathering of the Juggalos, Hemp Fest, Warp Tour, Bone Thugs, worked with Lil White, Twisted, E40, King Gordy, Head PE, La Coca Nostra, Ari the Rugged Man, Chris Calico. Crazy tours. One of your best tour memories? And largest crowd you've ever rocked?
Well, I just seem to remember the Hemp Fest from last year was pretty big.
70,000. That's our biggest one.
That was pretty big. That was fun. And I don't know what else. The touring with all those people. Every time you say all the names, it just kind of makes me think. Really, did we really do that? All that? I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah.
And for each of you, your best hip hop memory you've been part of or contributed to?
Can I have 2? Okay.
2 each.
Okay, the first one is in New York when I was like, the first time we ever rapped in New York, And I was like, oh man, these people are not going to give us any credit whatsoever. And I was kind of not scared, but I was like, what's going to happen? So then we went up there, and it turned into be one of the best shows of the tour, and everyone was chanting our name. We had to stop the show. It was crazy. So that I'll always remember. And then when we got on the Sway in the Morning now, got on there and rapped on that. Like, that was crazy for me. That was the craziest shit. So really there's 3 because I rapped with Vanilla Ice one time too, so there's 3. But anyways, yeah.
So now One Tongue got 3 as well.
Damn, that's tough.
Well, I mean, we shared that one at BB King's in Times Square in New York City when we went around. That was actually our second show in New York, not our first one. But it was just really humbling to be from the West Coast, and we literally had to stop our show because they were chanting our names so loud. Kids were louder than the music, than everything. So we had to like stop the music and just wait a second, chant. And then so to be from Cali and get that love, New York City, Times Square, BB King's, that's definitely one of them. I already talked about doing a song with 40s. That's obviously always going to be one of them. And the Sway in the Morning was cool just because Sway had that. So I can never downplay that as not being one of them. And I guess I'm a stoner, so if I have to pick 3, I'll agree with that one as well.
And let us know about the Humboldt Chronicles. So people know what's going on. You guys put it out for free. How did it move? A lot of people loving it.
I feel like a lot of people like it. It's definitely our best one, which is what we try to do, have each one be better than the last one, so that's cool. Download it for free.
Yeah. That's a new one.
Potluck Music. Dat Piff, download it for free.
And you guys have anything to say to your fans worldwide?
Thanks for fucking with us. You know, celebrating good marijuana music and supporting some real MCs. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Humboldt County for the realest foundation they could ever give a stoner rapper. And everybody who supported us. Bought a record, bought a shirt, bought a concert ticket. You know, thank you.
Appreciate it.
And you got any shouts?
Yeah, shout outs to Buds and Suds, to everybody on this tour. Devin the Dude, Burner, Cool Nuts, Jay Hornay, Blaze One, DJ Fatboy.
Stingy.
Stingy.
In-house player.
And shouts to Dake alumni. You know, everybody who messed with us. Real talk.
And shouts to Potluck and Cross-Eyed Joe. And this is the Archivist, and you already know the name, y'all.